Hello. I'm sure a lot of you mainly know me for System Overload, and if you don't, here's a quick TLDR of the whole project. An Edeled revival mod. Now, you may be wondering why I'm even talking about it. Well, it's cancelled. After many years of development, the team and I felt like this was the best outcome for the project, as not only has the project dealt with so many hardships throughout its existence, but it was also because of my own mistakes and actions that caused this project's true downfall. Now, before you say anything, let me explain everything from beginning to end. It all started around April of 2025 this year. The original owner of the mod project, Anthem Overload, would again be outed as a pedophile, and after too many chances, me and the cave disbanded from him and took him out of the development for the project as a whole. By then, the original owner of the actual real project, Mr. Vitch, would become the new owner for this version of System Overload, and he would immediately try to get the mod back on track for development. This would result in his mental health declining, and this would also cause the team to start losing motivation towards making the mod, leading to less and less progress. This would lead Vitch to turn ownership towards me. At this point, SO was in a huge stalemate. Everyone couldn't figure out what to do at this point, and so there were some thoughts about canceling the project. However, most of the team agreed to completely overhaul the entire mod project and remove any and all previous assets made by the original owner, as well as Mr. Vitch, to separate the original mod from the reboot. Now this is where my mistakes come in. I would invite a user who went by Shadow, or Trap Psycho for counting Twitter users, onto the development team. Shadow was originally known as a victim of Anthem's harassment to the point that he had an entire video dedicated to trash talking him for being one of the main culprits for a mass SO leak that previously went through. But he was actually found to be barely involved with the leak at the time. However, this would be majorly disproven in the future. Anthem would instead turn the attention of the video to another user named DigiDingus. We will come back to them in a minute. Long after being invited, Shadow wouldn't really help with the production of the mod that much and wouldn't even really be that active towards the team in general. And eventually, due to a private situation regarding him and another user who I will not name, Shadow would be permanently removed from the mod team. From there, Shadow would begin to post leaks from the earlier parts of the mod progress, including full gameplay videos that consisted of Anthem's old songs before the reboot. He would even try to take credit for the entire mod, saying that he was the sole creator behind everything, which was obviously a blatant lie. This all led to SO getting leaked on YouTube, but then the videos would be taken down right after. And then, the gameplay that we made would be uploaded on We Deleted You's anniversary. During this time, our mod was scheduled to appear in the second installment of the Ramware broadcast, an FNF Direct which is meant to showcase new and upcoming projects that other mod teams put together. Because we joined in the middle of development, the mod team had to be rushed into putting together assets and music for the trailer that we had to make. This all led into a slow, steady decline towards the team's motivation for the mod, oftentimes causing little to no progress to happen for like a week or two, and would only recently gain balance towards the middle of September this month. This would be when the mod faced its horrible demise. Remember when I said that Shadow would be kicked from the team? Turns out, he took a couple of assets that we had prepared for the reboot during that time, which resulted in multiple Twitter accounts, most likely being made by him or maybe some friends, I'm not sure, being made to spread these assets around. And if it wasn't bad enough, these accounts would then proceed to harass one of our team members, DigiDingus, continuously making fun of their disorders. This made them not only super uncomfortable, but also made them fear their own safety due to Shadow's incredible obsession with SO and the members that work on it. This soon spread onto other members of the team. So basically everyone started getting scared for their own safety, and nobody wanted to work on the mod anymore because they felt like if the mod was distributed by now, it would not only jeopardize our own safety, but jeopardize the safety of those who just want to play the mod. After all of this, the team would collectively agree that System Overload is not a good project to keep around. So I set up a live chat in the community server to announce its cancellation. Soon after the call was set up, though, a previous victim of Anthem's would join and put me and the entire team on the spot for still continuing Anthem's work, no matter if the project was overhauled or not. I will say, this type of discussion shouldn't have been made into a public manner. However, I do agree that what I did and what the team did We all made a huge mistake. And me personally, I should have realized this sooner. That would have brought more harm than good, not only towards myself, but to everyone that was working on the team and everyone that was affected by Anthem. The VC would then be deleted after a little bit, and the official announcement regarding the cancellation would be made in the middle of the night and sent out to the Twitter and Discord server. While System Overload has had a lot of ups and downs, especially now, I had a lot of fun making stuff for the project. While the reboot's life was short-lived, the relationships and friends that were built throughout development will never be forgotten. That being said, though, I want to personally apologize to everyone. The Anthem victims, the team, the fans, everyone. I'm sorry to the Anthem victims for making it seem like I not only downplayed your situation horribly, but that I also made it feel like I spat in your face by continuing this project and in turn, continuing Anthem's legacy. The main motivation I had going for the mod after I gained ownership was not to just make it a better version, but just give We Deleted You a proper mod tribute. It has had a horrible reputation with Friday Night Funkin', and so I thought this would be different. This was also because I didn't want any of the previous work that the team members did to go to waste. Besides, it was almost 2 whole years of progress, and it made me feel awful to throw that away because of one guy. However, instead, I failed to be a good role model by focusing more on the mod rather than focusing on the people who were deeply affected by Anthem. I never wanted to disregard any of you because, as a friend, it's important that I tell you all that I care and to show that I care. But I never really took the time to think about everything and realize, is this what people really want? And because of that, you all continue to see a reminder of the man that hurt you. And no matter what I will do by this point, it will most likely never be enough for me to forgive myself for what I've done to all of you. I'm sorry to the team for not trying to show the best version of myself. All I wanted to do was give you all a chance to show your best work to the public, but instead, I almost put you all in danger by continuing this project. If I thought about all of this beforehand and I knew this was going to happen, I would have canceled the project just like that. But instead, I was so caught up in the mod that I prioritized the work that we had over your own feelings and your lives. And I will never get that chance to go back and tell you all everything. I will never get that chance to fix myself, to realize that what I'm doing is wrong. And I'm sorry to everyone, to the fans, to the people who wanted to see this project happen. This project has been in limbo for almost 3 full years. And whether you want to remember it or not, it has not had a good relationship with most people due to the owners or the previous incidents that this project has dealt with. Regardless, the reboot was supposed to show a new side of the team, one that wouldn't be restricted and gain full creative freedom and truly give We Deleted You a good story to remember it by. But instead, people will always remember it by Anthem, and that will never change, no matter how hard me or the team tries. The best thing that we can do now is move on to bigger and better projects. You don't have to forgive or understand my apologies or perspectives on all of this. All I ask is that you respect my decision to cancel the project, support the victims of Sage, and to also support everyone that was involved in the making of System Overload. Now, what does this mean for me? Where will I be going since my biggest project so far is done? I will be taking a major break from Friday Night Funkin' as I feel extremely demotivated to make stuff for it. As for We Deleted You content as well, I will be completely separating myself from it. The only exception will be 360, but other than that, do not expect any more content regarding We Deleted You from me personally. Ever since April, I've had trouble figuring out myself for so long, and because of that, I became untrustworthy. Not just to the public, but to my friends, and even towards myself. I can't trust myself to go through all of these choices because I worry about who will be affected and what people will think of this and what people will think of me. And yet I didn't do that for SO. I just dove straight into it. And because of that, I did the exact opposite of what I wanted to do ever since Sage was called out. I never let go of the past. And now I will never be able to forgive myself for hurting so many people. Thank you for listening. Stay safe out there.